So yeah, wow, I just found out that the stream wasn't working for a million years. I saw in the little corner, it was like, oh, I'm streaming 0 kilobytes per second. It just broke. It didn't tell me. Very rudely. Yep, consistently breaking. So weird, because like I can do this with way more demanding games than Rogue Legacy, like including Rogue Legacy itself. I don't get what's going on. Like the only thing I can think now is to restart the computer, but like I already started the stream. What the? Are you serious? I may have found our issue. Let's see if it fixes it. I have no idea how that setting got flipped, but we have officially fixed it. So, this entire time, OBS had been set to use my CPU for the recording instead of my graphics card. Which is, obviously it cause a lot more conflicts. So yeah, good morning, it's working, finally, after all these years. Do we even have anybody left? I'm so sorry. Hello, Game Champ. Congrats on the transgender. Thank you. I've been trans for years. But I do need congrats all the time. Good to know that if I get into streaming, I need to change that setting. I think what must have happened was I changed it at some point and just forgot. Because I have messed with those settings in the past. But it's weird that I never changed it back. And weird that I never experienced any issues until now. That's what's making me think, oh no. Oh, thank God. For a second I was like, oh wait, I wasn't actually recording in a way that would actually test the game properly. It was all just me having the wrong window open. No, it's working. I was incorrect twice. I was incorrect in the way of me being incorrect. Yeah, it's working. It's working. Look at it. Look how it's working. Okay, it's working. Okay. From the top, we are... I don't even know how long into the stream because it broke a couple times over. Okay, good morning. So we're going to do a Rogue Legacy 1 life run. For reals. For reals. So first I'm going to delete my save. Alright, here we go. This is the plot. Your duties are to your family. But you are loyal only to yourself. Oh, someone was saying that the game is quiet, so I'll just go ahead and raise it a bit. If it's too loud now, then I don't know what to do. Oh, dang it. I'm getting a phone call. This is such a wonderful stream of technical difficulties. Okay, good morning. That was just that was the vet calling to let me know that the Han's a cat. We were really biting our nails waiting for those results of that test, but he's a cat. He's a good boy. And doing some calculations, he is actually the best cat. And he's in fact fantastic. Anyways, yeah, so that's the tutorial. You don't get any explanation on what's going on here. What am I doing? Boop. And the end of the tutorial. I just get into the game, and now I'm surly. Oh, you don't actually talk to Charon on the first run. I don't know what that means for the lore. But, I mean, it doesn't really matter much, because Sir Lee is poor. He's poor as dirt. But okay, this is Rogue Legacy. So we gotta beat 4 bosses. They're located in the 4 sections of the castle, which are the castle, the tower, the forest, and the dungeon. Once we beat the 4 bosses, we can enter the final area and fight the final boss. That's it. There's nothing else special. Rogue Legacy is a pretty simple game. There is like a New Game Plus mode where there's like harder enemies and stuff, but there's nothing in the New Game Plus that is like especially like more of the campaign, really. It's just doing a harder version of the campaign. So our goal for this run is just beat the final boss. Do 1 run of Rogue Legacy in 1 life with Sir Lee. Let's see if we can do it. This is gonna take some getting used to. I haven't played Rogue Legacy 1 for a bit. I've been playing Rogue Legacy 2. I'm doing my casual playthrough of that. Brings back memories, though. So stuff drops gold. I don't need it, so I need to get out of the habit of breaking stuff and collecting gold. I'm just gonna tell you right now, there is a glitch that does allow you to clip out of the castle. And, well, crap, that sucks. I just lost health. There is a glitch that lets you get out of the castle and go back to town and be able to buy upgrades. But I'm actually gonna try and do this run without that glitch, because that glitch can take hours and hours to get a castle that is the right shape to be able to do that, from what I have heard in my research. I'm not going here yet. So instead, I'm just going to try and beat the game with Surly at minimum stats. Which is, of course, the more impressive feat. But I'm not doing it because it's more impressive, I'm doing it because I'm lazy. I'm also so used to being able to use the right analog stick to look around. You can do that in Rogue Legacy 2. You can't do that here. Okay, now I've got my health back to full. So health is, for the most part, finite. You could recover it by either randomly finding chicken. Great. Great. I'm good at this. You can recover it by either randomly finding chicken, or, like, there's special abilities that, like, give you vampirism and stuff like that. And you randomly find chicken and breakable objects. Problem, breakable objects don't respawn. The game remembers every single breakable object, and it's, like, also, like, constantly auto-saving every time anything happens. Like, if I exit the game, like, it's just gonna... Everything that I broke is gonna be broken. So, basically, health pickups are, for the most part, finite. Oh, I forgot to mention, obviously, enemies, too. Enemies, it remembers every single enemy being dead. So you can't just come back and re-kill enemies for, like, vampirism. So no breaking stuff when at full health? Yeah, it would be it doesn't help me in any way, because gold doesn't do anything, and that's the only thing that I could really get when I'm at full health. No. So as you can tell, I haven't practiced this hardly at all, and I'm gonna need millions more practice, so we're not doing it on this run. That's not happening. Wanted to get my own computer tower and wished to know if you could still recommend Ironside computers. I personally would not recommend Ironside computers anymore. There was an incident that occurred a while after, like, my the sponsorship period ended. I'm not sure how much detail is safe for me to even go into. It's been so many years. But the long and short of it is I got word from a reputable source that Ironside had actually had a major, like, flaw in their website that was allowing hackers to just access everybody's data. Just like, they could just see everybody's data on the website. And apparently management of Ironside, allegedly, did not care about this at all. And the people saying, hey, there's, like, hackers just getting all the data from our customers. And they were just like, eh. So that was a whole thing. I'm not sure if they ever fixed it. And just once again, to be clear, this is alleged. This is stuff that I have heard from a source that I believe to have been reputable. See, I wouldn't recommend Ironside specifically. But now I will say, any recommendation? None in particular. Unfortunately, see, here's the thing. I do think it is completely valid to buy a pre-built PC rather than building one yourself. I have gone through the headache of trying to build my own PC like multiple times over the years, and every time it was just way too much of a headache. In some cases, I just gave up and didn't get a new computer. In other cases, I just gave up and got a pre-built one. Like, people, like, if you talk to people in the nerd sphere, a lot of them will tell you, oh no, just build your own PC, it's easy. I'm telling you right now. It may be easy for you. My experience, no. It is incredibly hyper-stressful and not worth it. The few $100 extra you spend on a pre-built PC are way worth the risk and the stress. I will say, I am at a point now, after having dealt with, like, going inside the internals of my PC a lot of times over the years, I think I might be comfortable now building my own PC. I think I could actually handle that now, because I've actually had to get into the internals of the PC, like, countless times over the years, just, like, replacing parts and stuff like that. So now I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, I think I can handle it. I think I understand more the process of opening these things up and putting them together and all that, and what all these parts are and how they connect to each other, all that stuff. But that was years of, like, exposure to that stuff that got me to this point of thinking maybe I'd be able to do it next time. But I will also say, unfortunately, while saying this also, I have had terrible experiences with pre-built PCs a lot too. Like the very first pre-built PC I bought was DOA, and so they sent me, like, a replacement graphics card, just being like, oh, it's definitely that there's something wrong with the graphics card. That's definitely what's wrong with your computer that we sent you. So we're sending you a replacement graphics card. You just replace the graphics card and then it'll work. And so they sent me a replacement graphics card, which I had to wait weeks for. I think after that, the computer turned on and then died within, like, an hour. It just, like, I literally went to it was so, like a nightmare scenario. The computer was working with the new graphics card, and I was like, oh, phew. Everything's fine. I don't have to worry anymore. I'm going to go to the bathroom now. I go to the bathroom. I wash my hands. I walk back into the room going, doo-doo-doo. I'm so happy. I'm playing video games on my new computer. And the screen isn't on. And the screen never came on again. It was dead again. And so that was the point where I was like, okay, I'm just gonna return this. I was just gonna return that. Okay, here's the boss. I finally found it. I feel like it took longer than usual to find the boss this run. Okay, so the first boss is really, really easy. I should be able to do it as long as I don't suck. sucked. Well, Surly's dead. Let's delete our save file. And start over from the beginning again. So yeah, this is going to be largely practice. I want to at least beat the first boss. And then after that, I'm just going to go through the rest of the areas for, like, practice. Actually, I think what I'll do is I'll do new runs each time and just go to a different section of the castle. That makes sense. That's the way that works. That way I can make sure I'm always Surly. It'll take a while to get back to the boss, though. Has this been done before? Yes it has. I'm not sure by how many people, but I know famously it's been done by Zorse, who is a character from the mod, The Lament of Zorse, who apparently also exists in real life. He's just like a guy who really loves Rogue Legacy, apparently. He did a million different runs of it. But yeah, so there was that whole thing with, there was that whole thing with that first pre-built PC I got. I did get another pre-built PC from a different company after that, and that one worked fine. But, like, it was a really bad first experience. And then the one from Ironside has been working great for the most part. There were a couple technical difficulties, but one of them was definitely my fault. And there were two of them. One was definitely my fault. And then the second one seems to have been like a general hardware failure on one of the pieces of hardware. However, that time, both of these times, I called Ironside about it, and they were actually super duper helpful, and they offered to have me send the PC in if I wanted them to fix it, if I didn't trust myself, or to, like, they actually had, like, the guy who was, like, my contact there just walk me through like the actual installation of the replacement parts, and it was a very nice experience, very, very hand-holdy, which I needed. Why am I in the forest? So yeah, while there were technically issues with the Ironside computer, they were fixed very easily, and as hassle-free as possible. And it's been a few years since then, and the computer's still working for the most part fine. Other than Windows sucks. I'm pretty sure all the problems I'm having with this computer right now are based on Windows. Like the moment I quote-unquote upgraded to Windows 11, just massive computer suckage. I misread the map. Oh crap, I forgot they had 3 health. I'm lucky enough for my laptop to not support Windows 11. Yay! The sad thing is, I was, like, not upgrading to Windows 11 for years. I'm not sure if it's years. That might be an exaggeration. But for a really long time. And then I was like, oh, I found the setting in my computer's BIOS that makes my computer compatible with Windows 11, which apparently is a really common thing. You say that your laptop doesn't support Windows 11. I would not be surprised if what's happening is just there's a setting in your laptop's BIOS that just needs to be flipped. And then it'll be able to support Windows 11. There's this, like, one specific setting that is very often, by default, turned off. Which is just, like, some random thing for, like, encryption. For if you do, like, super cool encryption programs that you will never ever use anywhere in your entire life, but is required for Windows 11. And that was the thing for me. It was just off by default, and I just had to flip it on, and then I could install Windows 11. Which was terrible, and I wish I hadn't. Because I was thinking, like, oh, Windows 10 is losing support, so I may as well. I don't want to risk, like, software, not being able to get updates for software and stuff. So maybe I'll just future-proof it by getting Windows 11. Gosh, maybe it's future-proofed, but it ain't present-proof, I'll tell you that much. Like, in general, I've noticed my computer just, like, hangs more. Like, if it's doing something, it'll just, like, just do hangs. Just way more often now. Ooh, this is good! Ooh, 2 HP ups. Okay, so I'm not sure if defense is gonna help much, but HP ups are really good in this run. Because I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something. So remember when I said that HP pickups are finite? Well, there's a trick to it. I said they were basically finite. There's a trick to it. I just gotta find the right room. Not in there. Yeah, so I'm not gonna do the glitch where I go out of the castle, but that don't mean I got some brain ideas. This is my only brain idea for the entire run, and I wouldn't even classify it as a glitch, just like a weird little exploit. Hi. Okay, I'll play. Unfortunately, it's the axe one. I suck at the axe one. I have never succeeded in the axe ever once in my entire life. Like, you gotta get 90 targets? What the heck? The knife one is doable. So, if I did find the right room, it would be marked with a purple question mark, I'm pretty sure, if I remember right. So I don't think I've found one in this one. morning, Take the Jade Pill. Thanks for joining. It's going good. I'm excited to be starting on, like, I've been in Switch 2 hell since the Switch 2 came out. Oh, that sucks. I might be able to get it, is the tricky thing. Got it! Yeah, baby! I've been in Switch 2 hell since the Switch 2 came out. I finally finished the Donkey Kong video and got the Mario Kart video on YouTube. So now I'm at a point where, like, okay, next video, it's not as big of a deal for it to be a Switch 2 game. There's no Switch 2 games coming out that I can even casually play yet, because they're, like, all sequels and long-running series, or ones that I even care about. So now I'm at the point where I can just do whatever VG Myths I feel like again. Really stupid thing, too. Turns out focusing on Switch 2 games didn't even do anything. Because Mario Kart World, that video, it is like my poorest performing VG Myths to date, I'm pretty sure. A Mario game. And I'm willing to bet it's because I set it as a premiere a few days in advance. That seems to... YouTube seems to not like premieres. Seems to just actively hate them. Are you serious? I think I just got the worst luck imaginable, and there's not a single one of the correct room in the first area of the castle, which I kind of needed. It's gotta be somewhere, right? Maybe I'm misremembering and it wouldn't be marked with a question mark? I'm just gonna have to double back and stuff. But yeah, I'm hoping the Donkey Kong Bonanza video at least will do well. Because the Bonanza video, like number one, I'm not going to premiere it, unfortunately. I really want to. It's just, I might try and figure out like a watch party situation. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to announce on like a bunch of socials, including YouTube, I am going to do a watch party for the Donkey Kong Bonanza video. For everybody just watch it together in the chat on like Twitch or something when it launches. I think that's what I'll do. Well, no, but see, here's the thing. If I'm streaming it, then a lot of viewers are going to be watching the stream instead of the actual YouTube upload. So that could hurt analytics too by not getting that bump from my early subscribers. Unless I did it like on a riff track style, where I don't actually have the I don't actually have the video on screen, but like that seems a little weird to do that for a thing that I have full rights to. Gosh, I'm really worried that there's just not one of the right kind of room in the castle. Which has never happened before, by the way. At least not in any of like my test runs. I've actually done a few test runs of this. Usually not only would I get one of the right kind of room, it would actually be like really easily accessible. Yeah, it looks like I just didn't get one. So here, now I'm gonna just go to the forest, I guess. I hope I find one there. Yeah, that's way too risky. I shouldn't do that. That was so close. You can go down from one of the rooms. Ooh, you're right. And I can teleport there too. You're right. Thank you. Can you imagine if it's actually right there, directly there? I'm willing to bet it's darkness. Yeah, it's the land of darkness. Unfortunate. Thank you, though. What's my favorite class to play as in Rogue Legacy 2? I still haven't played as a monk. I'm about to beat the game for the first time. I've seen, no spoilers, but like I already saw the spoiler just in the description of the game on the Steam store page where they say like, oh, the game doesn't end with your first run. And that intrigues me so much because I love that. And also even just the first run of Rogue Legacy 2, the game is just so much harder, and it's taken me so many more runs than Rogue Legacy 1 did. I'm really loving Rogue Legacy 2. But as far as like favorite class, it's really hard to say because like my favorite characters that I've played aren't a specific class. They're just they're like assortments of abilities that I've randomly managed to get through my run by like replacing them. But I guess with regard to the starting classes, the one that stands out to me the most would probably be, I think they're called the Duelist? Or is it the Fencer? They're the one that fences. I like them. I also like the Gunslinger. Because, I mean, got a gun. Like, what else do you want? Although I will say I am a bit sad that the Gunslinger isn't quite the shmup that I thought they'd be. Like, the limitations on their ability to, like, attack. They're not able to, like, constantly fire a stream of bullets non-stop like I was hoping. But hey, maybe they will be able to do that if I find the right upgrades or whatever. Maybe there's a variant of the Gunslinger that I can unlock that, you know, lower damage output, but they never need to reload. Oh my god. That's so rude. I didn't even need to go up there. There was no reason to go up there at all. I didn't even need to go up there. There's no reason to go up there at all. Other than I got some food. Personally, I adore the pizza delivery man class. Oh yeah, I did play with a pizza night at one point. They are a good one, I'd say. Like, I do like that boomerang. The pizza boomerang. Ooh, I have never actually gotten whatever class it is. Oh no, what if, is it a variant of the Ranger or the Gunslinger? I don't know. The crossbow. I guess it would probably be a variant of the Ranger. I have gotten the crossbow a couple times as a blessing. And I do love the crossbow. Obviously it's not quite run and gun. It's the opposite, it's stop and gun. But I do love the way it like ricochets. I think it's a really fun kind of way to snipe, to have a sniper in a platformer. Like, as opposed to run and gun, it's more about keep your distance and just try to take them out from safety. And I do like that style. Oh crap, they can actually run through there. That would have been bad. Oh, one really important thing. Kill those guys while their iron balls are out of the level, so that their iron ball dies too. Meh. I did it! I got completely useless currency. There's a couple of platformer-style games that give you that kind of variety of ways to play that I enjoy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really liking just, in general, the variety of classes with more lazy, too. I wouldn't say that I like playing as all of them, but I wouldn't say that I love playing as all of them, rather. But I do like playing as all of them, which is a really hard thing to get down, so it's cool that they've managed it. And of course, the variety is like the point, so it's fine that they aren't all ones I love. Well, crap. There's not even any reason for me to go down here. I'm very stupid. No, Michelle. You're putting yourself down. You're actually very smart. You're actually very smart and good at video games. You think of yourself as stupid, but only because you're comparing yourself to the genius that is yourself. Think of all the incredible, cool, smart things you've done. You beat Pokemon damageless. Nobody in any scenario is ever allowed to call you stupid. When you solved Pokemon. Oh! I died. The end. Okay, let's see. Is anybody just a regular knight? Oh yeah, Sir Useless. He's gay. He does have chakrams instead of knives, but he'll work. I'm pretty sure he'll just have the regular stats. Oh no, he keeps the health up. Wait, I guess that's fine because this is what would happen if I continued that prior run. He'd have the health ups. Just, okay, so pretend this is Sir Lee. Okay, I'm gonna add a practice notifier. Dang it, I don't have a text thing anymore. I had a text thing at one point. Well, text. Practice. And obviously the font is going to be Splatoon. Wow, the max outline is only 20? That sucks. But whatever. You know, let's just put this more to the side because it's so hard to get it centered, and if it's in a corner, then you don't have to worry about centering it. There we go. Okay, so this is officially practice. I'm just gonna be trying to well, number one, try and find that one thing that I've been speaking of for many years. Okay, they are 2 hits sometimes. I think it's based on like some rooms have higher level enemies than others, and that's why I wasn't killing them in one. Oh, we were talking like, oh, has somebody ever done this before? Yeah, not only has Zorse done this before, Zorse has done a damageless run with Surly before. So yeah, no, Zorse is pretty good at this. There was no reason for me to do that. That was very stupid. You know, I honestly dread the fact that I'm streaming Rogue Legacy right now. Like, what if Zorse just shows up? What if Zorse just shows up and just sees my gameplay for like 2 seconds and goes like, oh. No, Zorse, come back, I swear! I can be good at video games sometimes! Unfortunately, nobody is a knight. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna bring this knave in. Hello, it is I, Zorse. Zorse, did you get it? Did you? I mean, I'm Zorse. You got your name changed. Oh wow. Oh wow, congratulations! Oh crap, I forgot to look at... They do have random traits, so that's really not going to be very Sir Lee of me. You know what, whatever, let's just reset. Like, friggin' what? I've beaten the eye. I guess we redo the eye. That was the wrong button. Okay, we're Sir Lee again. No longer Praktiak. Oh, but yeah, but going back to just talking about Rogue Legacy in general, I super recommend this game. If anybody here has not played Rogue Legacy, I can absolutely recommend it. It is a really fun little roguelite. Like, me personally, I had fun the whole way through 100%ing it. It's really easy to just beat base game in 100% base game because the upgrades are, like, so super duper good. But they did add in, also on top of that, some extra patch content, including a few super bosses. Which the super bosses, you have to fight them with a preset character. So, there's no getting out of it by just having really good stats. You gotta do them as the very hyper-specific class with the hyper-specific stats and traits that they tell you to. And then there's the Lament of Zorse mod, if you want to go even hardcore, which has some really ridiculous super bosses on top of that. And then after Rogue Legacy 1 is Rogue Legacy 2, which like I'm in the middle of my casual playthrough in the first run, and I am loving it. Really glad I made that like my my casual play for fun game. Which is also partially why I just sort of got the itch to finish Rogue Legacy 1, because I was actually missing 1 or 2 achievements. It might have just been one, the one for beating it in under, like, 15 airs? That seems a little high. There's one for beating it in under a certain number of airs. Maybe it's like 8 airs? Which is basically like easy mode of this run. But yeah, I was like, oh, I haven't finished this game. Like, and it's been hanging on the back of my mind. Like, I had finished it when it came out. Well, not when it came out. I think I got to it a few months later or something. But closer to when it came out. I finished it 100%, and then they did a patch. Oh, I don't have health missing. I should have done that. And then they did a patch to add all that stuff. And I beat the super duper bosses, but I never actually did that one achievement for beating it in a certain number of airs. And so I came back, did a full 100% run again to refamiliarize myself with the game, and finally got that achievement. And that's sort of when I was like, you know what? I want to do a one night run. Specifically because of that, like, minimum airs achievement. That was when I was like, yeah, one night run sounds cool. Do we think an attempt counter will be needed? I wouldn't want to do one right now because this is still very practice territory. I still haven't even gotten to show you the thing! I swear, there is a thing, and I will show you. Now, one thing that's really important. Okay, so this is I think this is a reset because I think health is more important than armor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure health is more important than armor. And the only thing here that's important that really matters is that I got the armor increase, and that's not as good as health. So yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'm resetting. Seller Games? I think I just found you a glitch for ya. Oh, wow. Wow, it's still doing it. So there was a screen transition, and during that screen transition, I exited to the title screen. Turns out if you do that, it doesn't properly end the screen transition, it just stops it. It just completely halts the screen transition, so now I'm in the middle of a screen transition. With most of the screen just covered in black. Oh my god, even if you do the transition again, it doesn't fix it. Aw, that's so cool. Well, I'm just gonna close the game the old-fashioned way. I wonder if anybody's ever discovered that glitch before, or if I'm the first. Well, did I just discover an incredibly cool glitch? Am I the first ever in human history to find that really cool glitch that will surely revolutionize speedrunning? Okay, but this is another new run. Oh, hi, Maya! Wow, right at the start. Imagine if the forest was right here, too. Nah, it's the Maya. It is interesting sometimes when the castle, like, wraps around itself in weird ways. Because the way it works is that the castle is, like, right in the middle, and the Maya is above the castle, the forest is to the right of the castle, and the darkness is below the castle. But sometimes, just based on the way the rooms orient themselves, they can sort of wrap themselves in weird ways. I already had some chicken. Come from the future. That glitch is so OP, it's used in Rogue Legacy 1 to speedrun Rogue Legacy 7. Oh, whoa. That's weird, because this game isn't even cartridge-based. That's usually how those runs work. Well, God. No thanks. I don't have the abilities for that. Ooh! These things could be really good depending on what they give you. Wow, that's pointless. That is an absolutely worthless item that doesn't help me in any way whatsoever. So yeah, they basically like expanded on these statues in the second game like way a billion. They give you like these special items, which you can only hold one at a time in this game. And Rogue Legacy 2, like the whole game's built around collecting a billion of them per run. What am I doing? There's no reason for me to go down here. Finally, we found one. Okay, this is a lore room. You read a book, which gives you lore. Spoilers, but there's a prince, and he does Rogue Legacy. Okay, so here's this room. I broke all the stuff. Whoa! That was a really tough session of Rogue Legacy. I'm bored now. I'm going to quit playing Rogue Legacy now, forever. I changed my mind, I'm awake. It is highlighted in purple. Good to remember. Now, unfortunately, it's in a really bad position. In an actual run, I think I'm going to want to go out of my way before anything else to try and find a castle. Well, no, because I got to reset on the boss a million times in a row, too. I don't know what I'm going to do. But anyway, boop, back in the lore room. Do you notice something? I can break these objects again, and they drop stuff. And then I can just go back in, and every time I go back to the room, those objects respawn. For whatever reason, lore rooms are special exceptions. If you exit the game and go back into a lore room, it will not remember that the objects in there have been destroyed. I'm not going to bother going back there again. You get the idea now. So that's key to this run, because remember when I was saying health pickups are really important? I know for a fact, based on watching one of Zorce's runs, where they did this run, that if you get some health pickups, and/or armor pickups, then you will be able to survive at least one hit from the final boss, and presumably every other boss in this game. If you can survive one hit, then all you have to do is beat each boss damageless. And if you get hit, just menu out. When you menu out, you start at the beginning of the castle, so you can just go to that lore room and just farm for health pickups again. Essentially, I have a really, really long-form infinite health trick, so that I can get infinite retries at all of the bosses. If I remember correctly, did I already beat the boss on this run? I think I did, and I didn't get good pickups. So yeah, it's not even worth continuing right now, I'm pretty sure. Did I? Or is this a different run? Now I'm confused. I think this is a different run, actually, now. I quit after the bad drops and got the super duper speedrun glitch. Okay. I'm just gonna reset now, just because I already know the lore room is in a bad spot. So why not just reset? Why not just reset while I've got the chance? Oh, by the way, unfortunately, well, it is technically a lore room since it's got a book here. this first room does not have the objects respawn. I presume that is just an oversight on the devs' part. Like, they just sort of messed up and accidentally made lore room objects not get properly remembered. Like, I highly doubt that was intentional. Because it does kind of break the idea of health pickups being finite. Oh wow, boss already. Let's see if we get good pickups. If not, I'm gonna go back to practice. There, I did damage list the first boss. Now I know I'm good at damage. Okay, terrible roll. Max weight load doesn't help me in any way whatsoever, and MP kinda sucks. But yeah, I'm just gonna mark it as Practiac. And head to the forest so we can practice the forest boss. There's no reason to actually go into that room. I can just, like, try and bypass the enemies if I need to pass through. Heck, I don't even have to go in there ever, because I can teleport back to the beginning of the castle if I want. Or just go through the other door. I only get to catch you streaming and see it in the moment! Hooray! Sorry, this one's gonna be a bit more boring because I don't know the game very well yet. I mean, I know the... Sorry. I know the game, but I don't... I'm not good enough to do the run yet. How does a one life run work? Are you stuck at level 0? Yep. Well, no. There is a way to get out of the castle, but I'm not going to be doing that glitch for this run. I will be showcasing it in the final video, though. I want to kill that guy. Oh, wow. Already? Cool. Okay, so now I can at least practice this boss. And if I die, I'll just try and get a knight again. I haven't fought the vanilla version of this guy in forever. Wow, I suck. This is hard when you can't dash. See, I'm gonna have to find a strategy. Well, this isn't gonna happen. I could flip my monitor and controls, I guess, but... Okay, yeah, he's just gay, so stat-wise he should be, the same other than a spell. That was an effect? Yep, that was Vertigo. Oh, these I can use to refill health. I guess there's no reason not to. It's in practice. They're one-time use, though, of course. Dang it. I thought it'd take longer. Ooh, give me something good. Wow, again? So yeah, what that does is, I'm pretty sure, point you towards the boss room. Jesus! Could you not? I'm a little, Time to find a gay knight again. It's our only hope. Well, there's a knight. Ah. You know, I'm actually realizing, as far as practice goes, I should just reset rather than trying a different character. That's right. I keep forgetting that, like, just restarting as Sir Lee, I can just ignore the eye and just go straight for the forest. Okay, here we go. Go straight for the forest. And I guess it's technically no longer Practiac. I'm just gonna leave Practiac on the screen. It's basically Practiac, come on. This isn't gonna be the run. Are you serious? You're just doing this to me? Room 1? Are you really? This is how it's gonna go down. Great. Great, great. That one was all me. Great. I did say this wasn't gonna be the run. Well, I didn't mean that, not the run. I might just have to look into, like, mods and stuff for practice sake. I did briefly Google it, and I couldn't find anything because I'm very bad at that. That is completely outside of my stratosphere. But I'm sure that there's gotta be, like, practice mods out there, right? Just so I can, like, get to the boss instantly. No, I just want to get out of here. I think Thunder Mods. I've never heard of Thunder Mods before. Has a bunch of stuff. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to literally be called a practice mod, as long as it gets me to the boss rooms. As long as I can just get to the boss rooms faster. With an unleveled base character. So. Because being able to just fight the boss without having to walk there every time, that'd be nice. This teleports me to a random part of the castle. I'm not gonna do that. Heck, nabbit. Let's go to a random part of the castle. Hey, I'm in the forest! It turns out it was a good idea. Although I am a little bit in between a couple rocks and a couple hard places. Are you serious? Nowadays, people don't Google stuff. They go to a Discord and get their answer from a mod that somehow is always active. Oh, well, that's not... My approach is actually I go into the Discords and get into arguments with the mods. And I'm like, oh, hey, I was here to ask a question, this very simple question about this game that you played for 5 million hours. And they'd just be like, oh, yeah, here's your answer. And I'd be like, that's not true. That's not true at all. This actually legit happened with me recently. I got into a little internet scuffle with someone in the whatchamacall, the NetCast server on Discord, who's like a super duper ultra mega hyper. I have played Ultimate Angler 500 million hours. I can beat it 10 times in a row with my eyes closed, damageless. I have caught 500 billion fish. And I know for a fact that the game doesn't actually save health bars for fish when you fail to catch a fish. It doesn't do that. You might find them from people you street pass, but never. It doesn't remember for any of the fish that you've actually encountered. And I was like, no way, that's not true, because I remember it not being true. And they were like, no, seriously, that's how it is. I've got 5 billion hours on you. You can't even come close to me. And so I was like, ha, you've got what you got, but you know what I got? I got data. So then I caught 1 billion fish in Street Pass Ultimate Angler. And bam, it saved the health bar, and I showed them the video, and it was like, bam, you were incorrect. And then they went, my one weakness, being wrong on the internet. And oh, they really got showed. I really gotta play more careful. Oh crap! I didn't realize that was gonna be an eye. I gotta be careful not to attack these because they could be a boss. Some of these are just like... Yeah, I think because I was able to examine it, it's not a boss. Yeah, some of these are just like they show off prior games by the devs. And some of them are like painting mimics in disguise. Insane how many collectible maps on the internet are straight up lies. I have found so much inaccurate info, like just in general playing games casually online, but like for VG myths I find even less, I find even more inaccuracies because I have to get so much further in the nitty-gritty Like with Zelda, like I think I actually believed that the recorder cures curses, because I'd never actually like ever put that knowledge into practice. I just heard it. That was a fact that I knew and never actually did. Never actually put it to the grindstone. And then for the Minimalist Pacifist, I'm like, okay, wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on there. That's not how that works at all. Oh dear. You know what I just realized? My strat might actually be good even for practice. To just not have to go and clear out the castle again every time, it might genuinely be faster to get to another attempt at the boss by just going to the lore room over and over and over again to refill my health. And then just being able to teleport to the boss straight away. Oh, hey, lore room. This one's decently close to a teleporter. And I am not in Practiac right now. I am actually in a real run. It's just labeled Practiac. Screw it. I'm gonna unlabel the Practiac. This is actually a real run now. Can you believe it? Oh. Oh god. Oh god. Never enter that room ever again. That was a fun little flash game they made about not pooping your pants. That's not the title. It's titled something slightly similar. It's a text adventure. You pretty please know? Oh, really clearing out the whole forest. Okay. So, because that lore room is decently close to the teleporter to get to the forest, gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna do it. We're just doing it for real now. Well, the one big thing though is I need to get a good roll on the eye. So that'll be the real big thing. Okay, first we're fighting the eye and getting a good roll where I get health pickups. If I get at least one health pickup, then we continue the run for real. don't like this layout. What am I doing? Dagnabbit! Well, here's the eye. Let's see if I beat it in one try. Oh, whoops! Dang it. Oh, did I find a new glitch again? I'm hearing the town music still. Oh my god, it's still going! It's just gonna go forever, ain't it? Wait. Oh, dagnabbit, that's the wrong window. I opened RetroArch. God, it's 8 o'clock. Oh my god, it's 8 o'clock. Wow. Wow. This is... I have gotten nowhere. Are you serious? Ah, screw it. I explored, like, 0 rooms. It's fine. I don't have to search for health again. Okay, so new plan. Every run's just gonna be a real run because, like, gosh, I think farming for health pickups is gonna be easier than having to clear out the castle again. So we're just gonna try and get a run that's a good run, and then we just never, ever, ever die. Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh my god! Yeah, this is going about as well as I expected. Don't worry, I'll be good at the game eventually. But oh well, even if we didn't make much progress, I got the run started, which is the hard part. Now it's gonna be easy for every single day after this. Don't even really have to try. Come on, I just want to find Kidder. Nabbit, you are not an eyeball! Oh, hi, eyeball! No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. 1 health increase and 2 strength. I think getting strength is pretty good too. Just to be able to kill bosses faster. So you know what? I'll roll with this. I'll roll with this 1 health increase. Alright, so run has officially not started. I still do need to find a lore room before the run's really safe. Hopefully somewhere convenient. Oh, thank God. No jumping, you say? Meh. I hate this. No whammy? Oh, hey, that's pretty good. That revives me from death. Which, like, hypothetically, I'll never use that. As long as everything goes according to plan, but... Oh, dagnabbit. I jumped a little bit too high. This one's going great. I haven't found a lore room yet. Oh my god! I hate those dogs. Well, I lost my ring. It's fine. I wouldn't have taken that risk if I were further in the run. But we're still so far in, we don't even have good health drops. Like, the health upgrade, I only got 1. If I gotten 2, maybe I'd be more careful. And of course it was a dead end. Wait, what? Oh my god. What? I haven't reached the... Huh. That's weird. That's weird. Is it just covered up by a fairy chest icon? Yep, there it is. Fairy icon was covering it up. Oh god, I hate this. Just gonna have to pray. Go. But I need a lore room. That's the most important part right now. Pretty sure we have not found one yet. And I already explored most of the castle. Crap. Wow. Oh my god. I explored the entirety of the castle. I explored the entirety of the castle and there was not a lore room. Great. Great. And now I'm kind of trapped here too, because like down here, oh look at that, all that death. Over here, look at all that death. Holy Jesus! Look at all that death! Oh, come on! Ow! Alright, that's it. It's the end of the run. Well, I guess I'll delete it next time. It's the end of the stream tonight. I definitely won't have any more time. Well, thanks for joining, everybody. Night-nights, heart emojis. I'll try again next time, and next time I will get 1,000,000 hours into the run.